One of the four kinds of trust that we need for lasting peace is societal trust. To know that we live in an enduring society that is governed by fixed principles of truth and justice. And if you can understand that, you can begin to understand why Jesus Christ had to die for our sins. So let's talk about it. The reason we have so much difficulty understanding Jesus' sacrifice for our sins is precisely because a perfect society of truth and justice is so foreign to us. People often say that God should just forgive our sins. There's no reason for the sacrifice of his son. But we easily fail to understand that the very nature of a perfectly good and just society is that its laws would have to be fixed, perfect, and sacred. Not the kinds of rules you can just say sorry for breaking. If God's forgiveness came without cost, we would not be able to have complete trust that the laws governing God's kingdom would be enforced. We would need to protect ourselves, not knowing what the true standard was, or when someone was going to transgress the law next. Cheap forgiveness would basically make God's kingdom an evil place of distrust, just like this world. So for God to restore an eternal kingdom of peace for the human race, our redemption must not suggest in any way that God's law has been weakened by his grace. Just like the value of anything we buy is determined by how much people are willing to pay for it, the eternal value of the laws governing God's kingdom were forever set by the eternal infinite price paid to satisfy its debt. It is because of this great price that we will forever be certain in God's kingdom that the laws of heaven will never be broken again. There will be no room for doubt on how seriously God takes his law. Furthermore, because Jesus suffered for our sins as the incarnate God-man, he cannot suffer for humanity again. Having renounced his divine form and taken on a permanent human form and created a new humanity in himself, any future forgiveness of rebellion in God's kingdom becomes impossible. Hebrews chapter 6 and chapter 10 both make it clear that there is no future sacrifice for sin available. So Jesus will be this living guarantee in God's kingdom of the law's permanence, and that it can never be transgressed again. The marks of his eternal humiliation will always bear witness to the infinite, sacred, and unbreakable nature of God's law. And Jesus will also be the living reminder of why we will never want to sin. The fact that God has so loved us, so as to sacrifice himself in this way to save us, will make any future rebellion against him unthinkable. We will still be free, but we will never want to sin again. Like a divine inoculation, the sin experience, its terrible cost, and the astronomical price paid to redeem us from it, will have forever removed any inkling or attraction to prideful disobedience ever again. And so because God dealt with sin in this way that magnified his law and made it eternally honorable and unassailable, we will forever have perfect societal trust in God's kingdom.